Listen to how far gone motherfuckers is, man. I'm just saying, man. People just don't be catching key words these motherfuckers be saying, bruh. And for one, nigga, the Moors, whoever, so-called Moors, right, right, is a creation from America, nigga. But the thing that he is, man, they keep sliding everywhere, going left, right, up, down, all throughout this whole motherfucker, man. This Duke nigga, right? The Moors was not the first motherfuckers to say that we come from our homeland, nigga. This is our homeland. See, you're actually, the way that he's talking to motherfuckers that's indoctrinated. So he can say certain shit and motherfuckers ain't questioning it. You feel what I'm saying? That grew up thinking that y'all niggas was slaves. That's the motherfucking crowd he's talking to. Nigga, I didn't grow up thinking I was a slave or my ancestors was slaves and none of that shit. I knew better and I knew what happened. Ashes, can they enslave you today? Physically. You really think they could? Nigga, they lying to you and telling your stupid ass you 13% still. I'm talking to the indoctrinated motherfuckers. The ones that think you are slaves or war slaves or came from Africa on ships and stupid shit. Dumb shit. That all the whole globe know it wasn't true, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna catch this shit up though, cause he spoke about this brotherhood of death bullshit, right? Right. And then he spoke about how he said the so-called Moors created masonry and shit, right? Right. See, he slipped up, but he telling the truth, right? They didn't create our masonry here in America, right? They created this bullshit that he's talking about, the grip, all that bullshit, right? That's mismatched bullshit, dog. You feel what I'm saying? That's their after bullshit. They don't have no true magicians. They don't have no true oracles. They don't have no true anything, bruh. Besides the motherfuckers that's. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Because they do have certain shit. I can't say they don't. Money can get you shit. Money can persuade motherfuckers to go to them. So they got a lot of us over there on their side. That's pretty much what it is. We battling us. Negro. Do you know who you are? Negro. Huh? I have no fucking idea. But them black ass motherfuckers know. You best believe they know who you are, Negro. You know what I'm saying? But what he said though, man, fucked me up. Because I'm gonna just play it for you. It's short. It ain't even that long.
Regular person and you just get into the Freemasonry thing and into the Masonry thing, even if they're calling Freemasonry, 10 chance to 1, you're not gonna have to eat no baby or nothing like that. But if you want to start to go high in it on the European side, you're definitely dealing with sacrifice. You're definitely dealing with some sort of ritual bloodletting. I met a Mason one time. Quick story. Me and the Queen is in Brooklyn on Fort Greene Avenue. We sitting in one of the outside cafes talking, and this lady was gonna bring me an espresso, but the way that she did it was kind of whack. So I had to kind of like reprimand her. So I'm in habit, meaning that I'm wearing my I think I had a black fez, right? My queen was sitting there. We talking.
Black Fez.
The guy sitting next to me, kind of a bigger dude, you know, he had a briefcase, well dressed or whatever. He's sitting there with his sister.
The
He
briefcase.
looked at me and was like, you know, brother, I definitely wanna give you respect, man. I want to buy you guys lunch. I like how you handled that. And he looked at me. He said, "You a more?" I said, "Indeed." He said, "It's an honor." He got up, shook my hand, but he gave me the grip, right? He gave me the little Mason grip, so he let me know he was 33rd, right? So this is all without saying that. He just shook my hand. I shook it with him, whatever, so I already know. But see, I know, because as a Moor, we're the ones that created all that for them. So I ain't got to go back and be none of that shit. You understand?
Right.
They got to show and prove to me why me, as a Moor, meaning a 720 Master Mason, should even talk to them. This is how we supposed to be running it, right?
Right.
So, homie, felt the grip,
You
sat
hear what he
down,
said,
start
right?
talking. He started giving it up off top. Start telling me what lodge he in. Start giving me his lights, his numbers, right? Start letting me know what degrees he dealing with, right? I'm not asking him nothing. He's just giving it up. Because that's what they're supposed to do. Win in his hand, win in his pocket.
Why are they supposed to do it? See, throughout this entire motherfucking interview, with this nigga for 3 fucking hours, 3.5 hours, this nigga was on here. And he did not bother about asking this nigga why did they have to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Bones in the briefcase. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna chill back and let y'all just listen to this nigga. Trading ass Negro. I'm gonna go back a little bit so y'all can rehear what this nigga was saying. Pockets and shit.
Created all that for them. So I ain't got to go back and be none of that shit. You understand?
Created all that for him. So I ain't gotta go all back. This nigga. What?
Right? So this is all without saying that. He just shook my hand. I shook it, but he gave me the grip. Right? He gave me the little Mason grip, so he let me know he was 33rd. Right? So this is all without saying that. He just shook my hand. I shook it with him, whatever, so I already know. But see, I know, because as a Moor, we're the ones that created all that for them. So I ain't got to go back and be none of that shit. You understand?
Right.
They got to show and prove to me why me, as a Moor, meaning a 720 Master Mason, should even talk to them.
Look that up.
This is how we supposed to be
720
running,
Master
right?
Mason.
Right.
So, homie, felt the grip. We sat down. We started
Listen to
talking.
what he
started
giving
giving it up off top.
He giving
start
it
telling
up.
me what lodge he in. Start giving me his life.
This
his
nigga
numbers,
ain't even
right?
catching it.
Start letting me
Ain't
know what
even
degrees
catching
he's
it.
dealing with, right? I'm not asking him nothing. He's just giving it up. Because that's what they're supposed to do. Went in his hand, went in his pocket, gave me 2 pieces of silver, like 2 silver coins. Because that's what they're supposed to do, the real ones.
Yeah,
like on,
John Wick.
His briefcase
You hear what he
and
said?
told me
He keep
how
saying it
he's,
because that's
you
what
know,
they're supposed
he's,
to do.
he's a part of the Brotherhood of Death.
The Brotherhood of Death.
And how he rolling around. So he opened up the briefcase, showed me he got the Glock 9 in there with some paperwork. Then he got a little plastic baggie, and he showed me the baggie. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yo, these bones, right? He was like, yeah, man, those bones. You know, we gotta. One of the rituals is we gotta walk around with the excess in our bag. So now I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, so you participated in human sacrifice? He's like, well, you know, I don't want to get into all of that, but yeah, I've attended certain rituals and blah blah blah. Come to find out, this nigga is was a U.S. Marshal. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Real talk, boy.
Man, y'all see the world we living in, man? Y'all see
Yeah,
why
boy.
Tadeta will stay up all
And
night?
I didn't even have all the knowledge that I got now.
Listen to this nigga.
I didn't even have it all then when I met this
Yeah.
nigga. So when he revealed this shit, I'm like, wow, this nigga got straight human bones in his bag, and he talking to me like it's all good, like he just showed me a bag of weed or something.
Normal.
Like, yeah, man, this is what I'm doing, blah blah. So I said, well, how long you been in? He said, I've been in the craft like 13, 15 years. He said, I'm about to move up now. sprung or whatever to the international side of shit. So whenever you get into that level of the game, man, you definitely participating in some sort of homosexuality, some sort of bloodletting, some sort of human eating, something.
You're no longer human. I got a question. I got a very important question now.
Very important.
Because everybody look
those bones. You know, we got one of the rituals is we got to walk around.
Very important,
with the excess in our bag.
If you want to go listen to the.
You know, I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, so you participated in human sacrifice? He's like, well, you know, I don't want to get into all of that, but yeah, I've attended certain rituals and blah blah blah. Come to find out, this nigga is was a U.S. Marshal. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Real talk, boy.
Man, y'all see the world we living in, man? Y'all see why Tadeda will stay up all night?
I didn't even have all the knowledge that I got now. I didn't even have it all then when I met this nigga. So when he revealed this shit, I'm like, wow, this nigga got straight human bones in his bag, and he talking to me like it's all good, like he just showed me a bag of weed or something.
Normal.
Like, yeah, man, this is blah, blah, blah. So,
he's supposed to give it up to you, though, nigga.
I said, well, how long you been in? He said, I've been in the craft like 13, 15 years.
He's supposed to give it up to you, though, right?
To the
like
next
he's supposed to
whatever,
do that.
To the international side of shit. So whenever you get into that level of the game, man, you definitely participating in some sort of homosexuality, some sort of bloodletting, some sort of human eating, something.
You're no longer human. I got a question. I got a very important question now.
What's the very important
because
question?
everybody looks the same, so we don't know who's family. We don't know who's eating. Everybody looks the same, so we don't know who's family. We don't know who's eating babies. We don't know who's the dirty boy.
Exactly.
We don't know. So can you give us like a question or something that only like a weird, like you gotta be weird if you know that?
Them dirty ass Moors, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's things you could look for, man. It's kind of hard now because the devil is in plain sight. So everybody.
Them dirty Moors is the devil,
right?
Nigga. What you talk about?
Like this, like if a dude is talking to you about
you come from that devil, nigga.
You'll never see him
Look
with
that
no
shit
woman.
up.
You know what I'm saying? You'll never see him with no family. Something wrong with that. How he is all about black liberation and black this and black that and black this and black that.
Yeah.
But then he always doing it from his couch. He always doing it from a basement or something like that.
Putting you on there, putting you out there.
Question or something that only like a weird, like you gotta be weird
attacking
if you know that.
Attacking the majority of them.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Putting it out there. Yeah, this your brotherhood. That's your brotherhood. You get that? That's your brotherhood. Straight brotherhood. This is information that motherfuckers already know. Brotherhood of Death 1, because they got a Brotherhood of Death 2. Also, year by year, the deadly evil is growing. All tied together. Hitler, the banking, it's all tied in. The oil, the money, you know what I'm saying? Wall Street. It all begins at Yale. Crazy. But hey, he didn't catch that. And he didn't ask him. So y'all created all that? Y'all created the masonry handshake? Your branch of masonry, which is not Mason at all. White. I created their own organizations after the fact that we already had good masonry, spiritual, righteous, following the ways of the high spirit. High spirit. Yeah, man, this shit is real deep, though. That's a big read, though. That's a nice read. If y'all want to check that out. But this bro right here, man, he was saying a lot of stuff, he was dropping a lot of shit out, letting it out. I'm wondering if he did that intentionally, because I definitely caught it. You feel what I'm saying? And at the same time, he smacked this niggas. Majority of the niggas on the internet. In the basements, no family, don't have no cash in the bank. If that's even relevant, because cash isn't even relevant right now, man. They switching it up, trying to do straight digital. If you niggas don't know. You don't know nothing about that double spinning problem being solved. So, and they've been working it out, getting it perfected for over 10 years now. And motherfuckers still are kind of lost when I say digital assets, cryptocurrency. But this right here, this video, man, was I liked it. I really did. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and like it, cause people need to hear deceptive. Everybody thinking that he was dropping some truth, right? Which he told his truth. But the truth is, these niggas came up with a plan, dog. And they helped with the coup. You feel what I'm saying? And they allied with other tribes. Like, as far as, after the fact, bruh, they didn't have nothing. They was on the run with them Spaniards from Spain. They was on the run, bruh. Christopher Columbus was a Jew on the run. You feel what I'm saying? But what kind of Jew? I don't know. Zionist? Was he the beginning of the Zionist movement, but called another name? You feel what I'm saying? And the Moors came over here, dog. They was on some sick shit. They was sick, literally. You know what I mean? Living in all that filth over there, bruh. You know what I mean? And they try to tighten it up. That's how they got their power, man. Because they was over there in that, if you check, let me show y'all this shit. London, the Black Death. The Black Death. Show y'all how they was living, man. They was living trifling over there. No tobacco, but they gonna put that motherfucker smoking in the documentary. Like, man, them niggas didn't have no fucking tobacco over there, man. They was running around in pig shit, chicken shit, all kind of shit, walking around and shit on the streets, bruh. Getting disease, rats, shit. You know what I mean? A real shit. That's what they was talking. That's what they was really dealing with in their homes. Shit was crazy. It was like, man.
one will rest. Poisoned arrows will strike everyone. No one will rest. Poisoned arrows will strike everyone. Fevers will throw down the proud, and incurable disease will strike like lightning.
That ain't it. Where'd that motherfucker at? Right here. And this was in London. Now, London had like, what, 500,000 motherfuckers in that one back then. It was considered huge. Big ass, it's still considered a big ass city, you know what I'm saying? London, England. Shit all on the streets. It was like that everywhere though, man. Spain.
London's churches.
They shit wasn't nothing like ours, man.
Preserved within parish documents are the experiences of in the Alley's pub, and sold groceries as a sideline to support his wife Anne and their daughter. Like most children at the time, she too would have been expected to help in the family business. John Gale was a blacksmith. He had a second job as a parish fireman. She was now looking up. William Penny had been one of those receiving a penny of parish money was spent. These accounts, written in Henry Dorset's own hand, are the basis for this film.
One has enormous respect for the church wardens who actually compile the accounts that we use. You know, these are literate individuals. They're not always keen to have their job. They're nominated because they're literate. These are people who are looking after, if you like, the community's welfare, the material welfare. They're recording in meticulous detail. To many people, obviously, they're boring clerks recording, you know, how much a padlock cost and, you know, another shilling for the barbed wire that was keeping the fence together. But that's what life's made of, those little incremental.
From the countryside had swelled London's population. It had trebled in size in 60 years and was now home to 500,000 people.
London was huge. I doubt if you could walk along, I was going to say the pavement, but of course there weren't any pavements. I doubt if you could push your way along the street. Everybody pushing and shoving and full of their own business. Londoners had a reputation of walking terribly fast and not giving way to anyone.
There were even more animals than people. Dirt was a fact of life.
More animals than people.
Although raiders worked hard to clear away the filth, the streets were like sewers.
The streets
Disease
was like
was everywhere.
sewers. Disease was everywhere.
One of the apothecaries in St Dunstan was Mr Drinkwater. He treated venereal disease with the moss from the skull of a dead man. Without antibiotics, even small injuries, from cuts to rotting teeth, could lead to infection and even death. People would put up with great pain in search of cures or preventatives. Mercury enemas were advised to balance the humors. But the most feared disease of all was plague.
I think plague is so particularly terrifying because it's so sudden. It strikes you almost unannounced. It's also frightening because it strikes everybody. It's agonizingly painful. And the image of the disease, which is after all called the Black Death, isn't it? Where it transforms the body. And anything which makes the human body appear revolting or ugly is particularly fearful.
Coming back. It's coming back with a vengeance.
Epidemic since 1646, but no one thought plague had gone away. Londoners were very well informed about what they died from. The number of deaths in London in the city, together with their causes, were published each week. These were the bills of mortality. Every Thursday morning, the bills were delivered to the Lord Mayor's office. Copies were sold around the town for a penny a sheet. There was never any shortage of awful ways to die, but there was a special place for the disease that frightened them most: plague. It was common knowledge that a third of Europe had been wiped out during the Black Death of 300 years earlier. Cases were reported all the time, but major epidemics seemed only to hit every 20 years. It was now 19 years since the last great outbreak. No one really knew what caused it. Among the poor, some believed the disease was a direct result of sin.
The first response would have been the hand of God was behind. Providence.
But y'all said, I just wanted to show y'all how they was living, man. It was trifling. But that's just a rough sketch. It was way worse than that. Way fucking worse than that. Meaning, it's just constant shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all you smell. It's straight shit. And that's how it was. And anyone saying any different is lying. You know what I'm saying? It was spread out throughout all of their so-called nations. That was very, 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 very tiny. Tiny. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't even one of our cities. You feel me? You gotta think about it, man. We deep over here. Deeper than they telling you. You know what I mean? And we always been deep. But this is the most divided we have ever been. You know what I'm saying? We've always been divided though, yo. Always. But because there was not one tribe. There was always a government and an agreement upon tribes. You feel me? So it is what it is, yo. I just wanted to bring this out there. And just like he said, they created the bullshit. You feel me? The bullshit that you're seeing now, take forth. They saying that they created the bullshit. Well, niggas, if you the creators of the bullshit, why ain't you benefiting? Why ain't you benefiting? What? Because the last time I checked, out of them 2,000 billionaires, how many niggas is billionaires? And there ain't no trillionaires in their fiat currency, right? There's not one trillionaire that look like you and I. That's for what they saying. But I know that part is a lie. Or it might be true, you never know. It's just deep, and this shit is real. But this is the Aborigine nation, baby. Y'all stand up.